Alright, well, hey guys, I'm gonna hop on here, try to make this super quick. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are staying prepared as we head into this evening. We're gonna look at our severe weather outlook at first. We have a moderate risk across the state of Oklahoma. This includes portions of Tulsa, even down to Oklahoma City into southwestern portions of Oklahoma, where it's really gonna start ramping up at that point. And we actually do have a couple of active warnings off into the Texas Panhandle in this region. So that's where storms are firing up right now. But let's take a look real quick at what we're expecting to see. So the big elephant in the room is the tornado outlook. So we have a 10% chance in southwestern portions of Oklahoma. This almost extends into Cleveland County and Oklahoma County. But once we get into basically east of 35, that's when we're going to start to shift gears into more of a heavy rain or widespread rain and heavy wind risk. So as you're heading into Elk City, Lawton, even Woodward, that region in western portions of Oklahoma, they're going to see the biggest threat for tornadoes. And now then the hail outlook is looking kind of similar, where we see the biggest risk off further west. That's going to be the case for the majority of this evening. But that does kind of extend into Oklahoma City and Norman. So, Norman folks, we have parking garages on campus. You're going to want to make sure that you put your car in a parking garage and try to get that spot pretty quickly, because I know parking can get pretty hectic, especially with times like this. Let's take a look at our damaging wind outlook. This is going to be the main event of tonight. There's a 45% risk for dangerous, damaging winds, upwards of 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts. And even for some regions, we could be topping out in the triple digits in terms of miles per hour. So, pretty dangerous straight line winds across the state of Oklahoma, just because this is a strong straight line wind storm, which could qualify as a derecho storm. So I'll be making a video kind of later on to kind of explain what a derecho is and what it qualifies as, because that in itself is a really incredible phenomenon to look into. So now let's take a look at our severe threats right now. Once again, the main event is going to be wind. We'll have that higher straight line winds, but due to the moisture and the shear in the wind in the environment, we could see a couple spin ups here and there, and then we could even see some significant tornadoes upwards of EF2 plus. That's kind of on the rare side, but we can't rule one or two tornadoes out of tonight, especially some significant tornadoes out of tonight. Now we also have that hail risk. Flooding is not necessarily as prominent as the other components, but as you head further east, it's going to be a little bit more widespread, so you'll see more flooding associated with that. So just a couple of reminders: know your safe space, know where to go into the event of a tornado warning, go into the lowest floor, the furthest interior room of the first floor of wherever you are. And if you don't have a place to go to, if you're in an apartment complex on the second or third floor, you're gonna probably want to make friends with the people below you just to get a safe place going in the event of a tornado warning. Now, have multiple ways to receive warnings, wear protective gear, have a way to start or have a way to alert first responders, and take pictures of your belongings and valuables. Wear shoes in the event of a tornado warning, closed-toed shoes, that is, in case of any type of damage. You want to make sure that you're staying as safe as possible. Now, let's take a look real quick before I end this off. A watch versus a warning. So, there's a tornado watch. Has it been reported or indicated? Not necessarily, but it means that the environment is favorable for tornado development in the next couple of hours, so you have plenty of time. Now, you don't need to seek shelter immediately for a tornado watch, but you really do for a tornado warning, because that could be anywhere from a 5-minute window to a 20-minute window, so a pretty short amount of time to take shelter. Now, you have time to plan for a tornado watch. Like I said, you don't have much time to plan for a tornado warning. You should always be monitoring closely those weather conditions, staying up to date with OU Nightly, turning your emergency alerts on your phone. That is a very valuable resource right there. And watching local news, that's going to really be your best bet, staying up to date with the latest information, the latest weather, because it can change at any given moment. All right, y'all, stay safe tonight. We'll be keeping you guys updated. Have a good one.